I don't think SpongeBob and I have that much in common. For one thing, SpongeBob has a very annoying laugh, and I don't. So, so you know, that's one thing we don't have in common. But he used to not care, and then recently I've noticed it's a little sad. I was at the park with him, and he was talking to some other kids, trying to get into a game with some older kids, like 7-year-olds. He's about to be 5, and he goes up to him and he says, "Hi, my name is Mac." Nothing. They chill him.
They stone him. Yeah.
Stone him. "Hi, my name is Mac." Nothing. "My dad is the voice of SpongeBob." "Oh, cool." And then they start playing with him, and my heart just went, you know. And after that, I took him aside and I hugged him and I said, "Mac, you know, that made me so sad to hear you say that. You know, my dad is the voice of SpongeBob. That makes me sound like a one-trick pony. What about all the other stuff? I'm on the Powerpuff Girls, you know? I'm the mayor, I'm the narrator, the city of Townsville. I start every show. You know, I'm Dog, I'm Cat Dog. I just did 4 Home Depot spots for radio. Go tell them. They're leaving the park. Go tell them. They're taking their sand pails. Go tell them. Here's my resume. Go run up to those kids and tell them everything I do.
And that made everything okay.
That made everything okay. He brings the resume to all the play dates now.
Yeah, this is the job I always wanted to do. So it's kind of like, you know, I always say it's like a kid who wants to be an astronaut, and then he goes through all the stuff it takes to be an astronaut, and he gets up in space, and it actually is awesome. You know, it is the best job in the world. It would suck to like do all that, and then you go, wow, I'm an astronaut, and I'm pooping in my pants in my spacesuit out in space, because that's what astronaut. This isn't as sexy as I thought it would be.
You know, maybe once in 20-something years of doing this, you've run into a person where you go, that person's a nightmare, and you know, but you know, we kept on working with Bill, and he got better. So no, I'm kidding.
Me, I stay here because I live here in the dark. 20 years later, Tom was still standing in the dark room, waiting, waiting, waiting.
When SpongeBob catches the jellyfish, and this is something that you should never try with an actual jellyfish in an actual beach setting, he milks them of their jelly, which he then spreads on bread and eats. This, of course, is all fact and based in truth and science.
It's like stand-up comedy and voiceover are the 2 jobs that everybody pretty much thinks they could do, right? So there's not a whole lot of glory in it. You know, nobody goes up to a, you know, what do you do? I'm a brain surgeon. Hey, I always thought I'd be pretty good at that. You know, you know, it's
It's not The Exorcist.
It is as close to a SpongeBob slasher movie as you're gonna see.
Right.
You know, until SpongeBob falls into the public domain, and then they do like a, you know, like the Pooh thing, you
They
know,
do
like the Winnie the
mashups on
Pooh thing.
everybody, yeah.
But yeah, it is the closest thing to a SpongeBob slasher film that you're ever gonna witness.
SpongeBob cannot be used for evil. With great porousness comes great responsibility.
Can I call my own action?
Sure.
Don't say action. No.
Sorry.
You can say and I'll say action.
Okay, and...
Action! Look at Mr. Krabs go!
Where's Gary? Hi, have you seen Gary? No. Don't want to be in show business? That means you have a healthy relationship with your father.
Hi, my name is Tom Kenny, and as you can see, I recently broke both of my arms. Thank you. I don't want to go into details. Let's just say that 7 very bad men are behind bars right now. Thank you. Thank you. Actually, I tripped and fell, but that's not the point. The point is, when a tragedy like this happens to you, you learn a lot about your fellow man, your coworkers, your friends, your neighbors. For instance, their first question was not, are you in pain? When are the casts coming off? Not even, what are you going to do with your leftover pain pills? Swear to God, everybody across the board, their first question was, so, how you going to wipe your butt now?
You got to remind people to be nice to each other, not to be mean to each other. Smile at each other. Say good morning. We're all on this planet together. We're all passengers on this train that takes us eventually to wherever the heck we're going. Nobody knows. Nobody's gotten out of this world alive, though. We know that much. So, be good to each other while you're here. Eat good food. Listen to music. Be good to your friends. Be good to your family. All right? And if you see somebody being a jerk, you go right up to them and say, don't be a jerk. It's Christmas.
Let's see. We did the pilot in 1997. It went to series in 1999, and now it's 2021. So SpongeBob has been a part of my life for at least 2/3? Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I'm not good with fractions. Nobody becomes an actor because they're great at math.
Thank you so much. This is great. I love it. I feel like we're camping together. Let's sit around the campfire and sing the campfire song. My CAMPFIRESONG song. And if you don't think that I can sing it faster, then you're wrong. But it'll help if you just sing along. Take it! CAMPFIRESONG song. CAMPFIRESONG song. Thanks, you guys.
You know, you'll be leaving a session at Nickelodeon, and you'll drive out of the garage, and the guy at the guard gate will go, "See you later, Tom." I go, "Okay, see you later." Oh, wait, I mean, "Okay, see you later." You know, oops, where'd that come from? Sorry, man, force of habit.
When you've been recording a character, and the security guard will say, "See you next week, Tom." You go, "Okay, see ya." Oh, wait, okay, see ya. Sorry. It's like, sometimes it takes you a while to balance back out. You got to decompress.
My favorite baseball story of all time is when this guy, Doc Ellis, used to pitch for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Came out on 60 Minutes, admitted very nonchalantly that way back in 1973, he, Doc Ellis, pitched a no-hitter while tripping on LSD. That's pretty amazing, to eat acid and then pitch a no-hitter. A little bit easier to do when you're getting advice from your own mitt. Pitch a slider, Doc, over the slider this time. Chris breaking slider, Doc. Come on, he can't hit. Whip him, Doc. Come on. Hey, don't yell at me in front of the rest of the team. That looks bad. That undermines my authority. That'd be a great post-game interview. Well, as a pitcher, I know my job, and I know what I'm there to do. I'm there to hurl the ball with great velocity past the hitter. The hitter is always the man with the wings and the lizard head, and you got to remember that.
You know, currently the #1 movie on Netflix right now, streaming, sorry, Tom Cruise, Jack Reacher, pow. And, so...
Hey, I'm Tom Kenny, the voice of SpongeBob SquarePants. Now, I love Real D 3D, but when you already wear glasses and 4 eyes becomes 6 eyes, whoa, that's really freaky. I'm seeing things in 6D. There's dimensions that I'm looking at that you don't even know about, peoples. Whoa.
Oh, this is... I was there when Tom fell off that table and killed himself. It's on YouTube now.
So I overheard this guy, and he had this great voice, and he was going, he's going, "Let me tell you," he's talking to a fellow loafer. "Let me tell you, if it was down here, if it wasn't for the blankety blank Christmas blank, I wouldn't blanking work. I'm telling you, there's one blankety time of the blank here that I blanking work, and it's like this time. If it wasn't for the holiday blank, I wouldn't blanking work, and that's just the blanking truth." Yeah, you know what's in the blanks, right?
Every once in a while, there'll be like some kid who's all decked out, and I always
And you
make
can
sure
see SpongeBob
I always
stuff.
make sure that I'm out of earshot, so the kid never really knows where it came from.
Right.
So he might think that he's having a psychotic episode. You know what I mean? When it just like,
Nice shirt, bro.
and then he looks around. There's like 50 people on the street.
Oh, my.
Oh, for me.
Okay, Bill. Well, welcome. It's an all-new episode of Flower or Muffin. Which one's it going to be, Bill?
I think this one looks
Bill
like
picks
it.
the flowers. Sorry, sorry, Bachelorette Bill. We have 1 rose left. Sorry about that.
Where can we find you doing stand-up comedy?
Oh, that's my old day job. I haven't done that since the mid-'90s. But
He's doing it all day.
yeah, I just mess around all day.
Oh, my God.
Faking it for 62 years.
So we asked the SpongeBob Wiki community what the best episode is. So they all voted on what the best episode is, and I have a list of what the top 7 are. So
Mark Hamill's in the new movie. There's a SpongeBob Wookiee community. Oh, Wiki! Sorry. Oh, sorry about that. I thought we were talking to Chewbacca. All right.
Don't worry about me.
This walk-around character just got attacked by kids. They were so happy to see him, but they started tugging on him and pulling on his nose and just really abusing this poor guy doing the robot walk in the suit. And before I knew it, I was in the middle of it. You're hurting him. Let go. Get away from him. How would you like it if somebody tweaked your nose like that, huh? Sorry to make your kid cry, honey, but he's...
Yeah, you're my favorite character, Stacy. That's all I want to say. My favorite character here. How do I know you're really Stacy and not somebody cosplaying as Stacy?
Patrick on the show. Patrick is kind of a dim bulb. Not a real intelligent
character, and Bill's like that too. No, I'm kidding.
Yes, another jellyfish fatality by a young SpongeBob fan who tried to imitate what he saw on the cartoon show. Film at 11.
Themed around a particular holiday, but it's not Halloween.
Is it the other holiday? With the jingle bells and
it's
such?
It's a holiday that's like personal to an individual.
Oh, Narcissism Day.
Is that every once in a while someone will come up and say, oh, you're on SpongeBob, right? I don't like that show. It's really when someone can take pride in announcing.
I love that actually.
You don't. And I'll just go. Yeah. Nice. Thank you.
Well,
thank you.
I'm like, you probably don't know it very well, because but that can happen because I don't know you very well, and I'm starting to not like you. So, well, it's funny. That does crack me up. I think that's the most amazing part. Oh, do we only have one mic?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry, guys. I'll field this one. Anyway, sorry. Can you just pan over to just make it a two shot. Anyway, no.
Here, Bill, I'll let you speak.
But yeah, to me the longevity is the crazy part of it. That's you buried the lead. But Bill, No, I don't want to hold it. I just want.
You want me to hold it?
No, I mean it would be one thing if we were like. I'm freaking loud anyway. Like this thing can pick me up. But they, I can't remember what I was gonna say. But I told you no, gonna be good. I said it's one thing if it's like this was kind of a new show that's currently big. People.
Don't let me do this because I can't do it right. It's the picture.
People are. If it was a current show that people are binge watching on Netflix.
I have been wanting to say this for a long, long time. I'm ready.
Marcus is not a viewer, but we're viewing him.
Tom, this question's for you.
Okay,
When
Marcus,
I was
hit
doing
me.
and hosting short attention span theater on Comedy Central, we sent you as our guest correspondent to the Juice Pereira Just for Laughs Comedy Festival in Montreal.
I remember, Marcus.
Specifically to tour the Comic Museum, where you talked about your desire to someday being voiceover talent for an animated cartoon. Do you remember that?
I do remember
and
that.
Fast forward to now. How
Yes.
wild has the journey been?
It's I'm like the guy who wanted to be he's not live? No, I'm kidding.
I'm like a caveman. Little talking man.
How did you get in that little box?
Well, it's called Pop Talk. While we talk, we want you to build a pop.
Oh, I'm terrible at multitasking, by the way. I can only do one thing at a time, so bear with me here.
I'm not good with mechanical things. I don't have that kind of linear mechanical mind that, like, if something is broken, I can focus in on the problem and see what's wrong and rectify it. I was always calling my old man from a payphone in the middle of nowhere, the lousiest, rainiest nights imaginable at 3 in the morning. My dad being a real talkative kind of a Joe at 3 in the morning. Be having this conversation. Dad? The car won't work.
Well, will it turn over?
Yeah, it did, like 3 times. Slammed into an embankment, became a sheet of flame. Wicked road warriorness. Wicked road warriorness, Pops. It's happening by midnight. My dad never showed too much emotion. It's like 3 parts Vulcan, 2 parts Ike Turner. That's my pop, Had problems showing his emotion. My father was always going high and mighty on me. That always caused problems. He always had it much tougher than I did. Oh, you think you've got it tough? Damn it, I grew up in the 30s and 40s, war and depression. It's like, Dad, take it easy. I grew up in the 70s, leisure suits and Journey, which sucked the bag more, Calm down.
Yeah, we just drove by some very attractive billboards for Creepaway Camp here in New York City.
That's really cool.
It's always cool to see SpongeBob, Patrick, and the characters like big in New York City. You're like, wow. If I can make it there.
This means the secret formula is lost forever. No, it's safe forever. Sorry.
Excuse me, I don't
It's
like
terrible.
I don't want. I mean, terrible is a strong word.
Okay, awful.
Uh,
about 3% there.
Yeah,
4%
2.5%.
there. 2.5% there. Not bad. 98%.
I mean, it's close.
Okay. This is so incredibly awkward. he has a face made for voiceover. We know that. Tom Kenny basically looks like every other schlubby Caucasian man you've ever seen. And that's why voiceover is awesome. I'd be playing like confused dads on TV right now. You call that a bathing suit?
Bill's birthday, I can't think of it. That's why I have a cell phone that repeats yearly. I don't even know my own birthday.
And I will guess Tom's birthday is March 23rd.
No, my birthday is July 13th, day of the Kids' Choice Awards.
Oh! Yeah!
Does that
I'm
mean
10-4 good, buddy.
I knew it was October.
Aha.
Would I have gotten
Yeah,
points
right.
for the month?
Oh, th-
I would have. Dang it, I knew it was October though. This is where SpongeBob's getting out of the chair and he's going, well,
I'm a head out.
oh, God.
I
that's
love
great.
I'm a head out. I'm a head out.
I like a little better than
Yeah.
chicken.
That would happen during SpongeBob, but I mean, it's happening. You know,
It's
in
happening,
productions all over
and
the world.
you know, it's hard to put the genie back in the bottle or the toothpaste back in the tube.
Yeah.
And it's hard to put the genie back into the toothpaste tube. That's true.
You know, and Steve made that. We live in an ephemeral world where people that take shit out of boxes on YouTube get famous. You know what I mean? People make unboxing videos. They go, hey, here's how you put on makeup, you know, and they get famous. Well, Steve made something that made an emotional connection and really mattered and is going to matter for a long, long time. And I got to say, Steve made it the best job ever, and this is the best day ever. We're going to miss him, but it's still the best day ever.
It's almost like a community effort to keep coming up with these funny memes, and some of them are pretty deep, man. They're deep.
Deep as the ocean, man.
Earlier today, I saw, you know, people were you know, walking down the street. People were just, you know, wanting you to sign stuff, Funko Pops and things.
Right.
And I signed one thing, and it was a picture of Clancy in Highlander.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and a guy freaked out. Like I had all this SpongeBob stuff, and then they were trying to get to Clancy with Highlander, and I took that one. And the guy goes, no. And I was like, stay bubbly, SpongeBob SquarePants. And the guy was like, oh, you're an idiot.
Right.
Yeah, he was really mad. So, you know, so we made a lot of people happy, and I made one guy really pissed off.
And
Mine is crushingly mediocre, like every art project I ever did.
Well, so I think the fact that I have ADD has helped me in cartoons because I'm going, wow. I'm like, what's that cat? What's that cat looking at behind him? What's this cat looking at out the window? It's like,
Are you fans of each other's works?
No. No, my uncle.
What a shame that is, too.
But not really anything that these guys
So
do.
much bad.
No support. No support.
We went in and recorded like a bunch of birthday stuff for him. And you know what happened, Bill? I never got to tell you about this. Excuse me, Piper. So, Bill.
Yeah, what happened?
So the
I've been going to cons, you know, like long before I was in voiceover. I'm a civilian nerd, right?
Yes.
And you know, and I'm the guy that still gets excited when I see cosplay people, as if it's the real character.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Hey, Plastic Man, Plastic Man, hi! You know, I get my kids are like, shh, Dad, please, you know, it's Plastic Man. Like, no, it's a guy dressed as Plastic Man. Wow, whatever.
I think SpongeBob's real and we're imaginary. Yeah, that's how I look at the world. I'm like, you know, football's fake, wrestling's real. You know, that's my approach to life.
These Hollywood bad boys need some new 8x10s. Photos commemorate all our most memorable moments. Here we are in Italy with the famous Leaning Tower of Pisa. Here we are at the pre-inaugural party. And at the swearing in of the President of these United States. Here we are after piloting a disabled passenger jet to a safe landing on a frozen Hudson River. Not one life was lost.
Well, I think the most important ingredient is love.
Where'd he come from? Uh-oh, it's a rumble. Sometimes tempers can flare when copyright infringement is involved. But the situation got squared away. We even took a photo together.
Hey, what do you do for a living?
Well, let's see. I scream for a living. I make rude noises for a living. I make weird voices, strange voices for a living. And yeah, it's a weird way to make a living.
There we go. Do you know what the formula is?
I could tell you, but I'd have to kill you.
Wow!
It looks like blood. I'm like Lady Macbeth. I gotta wash my. Wow. Good thing I didn't spill that next to your expensive electronic equipment, huh? Yeah. And Dusty crying, Dusty crying. And you know where that came from? Where that came from was that I used to have a bit in my stand-up about these jingle singers that put so much emotion into singing about something really freaking stupid. You know what I mean? Chewing gum, the best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup. You know, and I just go, wow. You know, that guy's bringing it. He's singing about a cup of coffee. You know, so yeah. So
I always thought the best part of waking up was finding you're not dead.
Yes, sometimes I'm disappointed, but crap, I'm
I'll go back to sleep. Maybe things will be different when I wake up.
I have died on the internet a couple times. Have you died on the internet?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. How many times have you died on the internet?
I have died twice on the internet.
Such an amazing guy. You're so sweet when I met you in the line, and I love how you're just so personable with all your fans. It's really sweet.
Thank you. Well, they're very, look, they show up, they stand in line. They understand when the line is long, which I feel terrible about. I'm always like, I'm so sorry. There's got to be a better way. The system is broken. I don't know what to do. I'll just keep, do my part of my little cog in the machine, which is, meeting people and having fun interactions with people, which is easy because everybody's awesome. And and you do your best.
But
thank you for that.